months, definitely things are getting even more for fintech because another tons of going to the moon. That's very exciting. But after working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give them a big hand to them?
Sure, happy to share about it. So, 2015 to 2000, I like to call it is a pre-era. 2020 to 2025 is going to be the new era, and 2025 to 2030, that will be the complete completion of this digital transformation IR 4.0 cycle completion. I loved here about some predictions about Elon Musk going to the moon. That's very exciting, but I want to be a little more practical. I want to give you a little more stronger grab what is happening and how that happening is going to be the best line to kick off the next section, which is the new year 2020 to 2025. So last 5 years, one of the few things I would like to mention about is about transformation, transportation and logistics has been dramatically changed the life of us. That's why today you can see Mr. Locke from Goviet, there's a Grab, there is another tons of apps similarly launched as well too. And it's not about only doing the transportation of a human, but also about goods, packets, delivery services, food delivery, drink delivery, everything happening through this one too. So this is something, one of the thing happened already. The second thing I want to talk about the fintech. The fintech rised, really implemented in last 5 years of time. So basically the fintech industry took 33% market share of US by 2019, but last few months definitely things are getting even more for fintech because of the present in this corona situation. So the corona situation actually showing the world how vulnerable this the present business model, and it's actually triggering more transformation and bringing that the new era 2020 2025 hasten the process and bringing the business more closer to that one too. So before I start talking about what is in the new era, let me share with you a little more. Retail has been big change happening. Amazon, rise of Lazada happened already, and there is a lot, tons of other like Shopee. There is a lot of other business model already happening during this. Now you don't have to code the website anymore. You can just go in and pay a few bucks, and you have the website on. No, everything drag and drop, no more coding. So that's the fintech and retail has been one of the things very much happened. Social media revolutionized. So think about Facebook basically monopoly the whole social media around. It bought over the other chat platform like WhatsApp. They bought up the Instagram and bring up the whole core model, and then lift out for professional networks for LinkedIn. So it was not there. Think about even 5 years ago, every job interview we were going for have to have a printed CV. I cannot remember when the last time in a job interview I brought my printed CV. So maybe 7-10 years ago, maybe. So that has been a change already. The revolution of the cloud technology was been really significant. There's a lot of industries, companies are not building their data center anymore. They're sharing the cloud services that implementing. So we call it ABC technologies. A stands for artificial intelligence, which is evolving, and it will be evolved more in this new era, which I'm talking about 2020 to 2025. But there is a lot of experimentation going on. The AI technology is already there, but just it doesn't have significant amount of data. And now the AI is consuming more and more data, which is coming from the social media platform, which is very well established. And it's going to make it better. So the second one is B, is blockchain. So blockchain is not about only cryptocurrency or bitcoins. Blockchain is much more bigger than that. It's one of the things I'm going to share with you. So there is one of the leading international banks already included blockchain technology to run international trades for fasten up the process. It's significantly, I'm not going to mention the bank name, but you can assume it's one of the top 5 banks. To process that international transaction, it was costing them almost 7 days. And now with implementation of blockchain technology, now it's just 3 hours process completed. So that amount of significant things happened already. And the C is the cloud technology, which I would just mention, is already been evolved. So these are the key things I would like to mention what was happening. This is a pre-new era from 2015 to 2020. Now let's talk about the new era, which I'm talking now is from 2020 to 2025. So 2020 to 2025, there are two technologies going to play a significant hammer role to shape the whole industry of digital transformation. Two technologies, core mainly two technologies. Number one, the 5G implementation. The 5G implementations will be started to already happening in different countries. Vietnam is already started to pilot as well too. It's gonna all over the world. So when the 5G is already been implemented, that means, what does that mean? It means there is no limitation of data. The data pool will be so powerful, and now we cannot upload the data. We can download the data from our even smartphone or like even let's say about Eric was complaining, hey, my internet is slow. So as soon as the 5G has been implemented, that upload and download data will be so fast. And how is going to help the other technology? I'm going to tell you. The second technology is going to do with a human-machine interaction. So the way we are interacting with smartphone, or even we interacting with the computer is going to be significantly changed. Why it's going to change? Because we are going to be communicating with our machines through our mind, and it's not a sci-fi movie anymore. In 2029, there is a company called Control Lab. They have been built up a solution which allowing the human minds to command any computer without any device. It's like something like a smart band like this. They have to wear a smart band, and that smart band allowing people to directly to command any computer. And I'm going to tell you, this is not a joke. Maybe you say, oh, maybe it's a friction, or they are just making a jokes. No, the company has already been sold for $1 billion to who? To Facebook. Facebook just bought that company with $1 billion in just 1 month, 2 months ago, in December 2019. So that means you can understand that the technology is already there. It's going to be significantly revolutionize the way we interact with the machine, the way we run the Facebook, we run the social media and the platform, and that streaming, that connection needs a really powerful data, and that's what bringing up that 5G networks, because that was helping us terabytes of data in a short period of time, and that's exactly needed to synchronize this big transformation between different interaction with the computer. So now let me go give you a little more hands-on. So what are the industry going to be a more digital transformation going to happen? So definitely the retail, what do we see right now in a Grab, a GoViet, what we're seeing right now in this transportation is going to be very much a fintech industry. Like if you look at the business model of Grab, it's actually not a taxi service or delivery service. Behind of it, it has a huge financial platform, and they're developing into it. So the fintech is going to be significantly going to raise to take more market share. So bank will be in a situation, they have to act like a fintech company, or they need to sell themselves to the fintech company, or going bankrupt. So in next 5 years, you will see a lot of bank turn into a fintech company or going out of the business, like Lehman Brothers into 2019, what happened to them. Well, Lehman Brothers went bankrupt because of the other issues, but you may see some more banks going to change or going to go bankrupt the same way too. Sustainable development. You can see there's a huge amount of investment coming on sustainable development. We just talked about Elon Musk. He talked about sustainable development. His every business is sustainable development. He built a business about Tesla, electric car. So that is where he wanted to talk about renewable energy, electric car, and run the electric car, so he doesn't have to burn on the energy who's going to burn out. Let's say about right now most of our cars are run by gasoline, right? And we know that it has an in limit, it's going to go run out. So significant amount of investment will start to happen on sustainable development. Like more people will start to see like Elon Musk. Elon Musk was not just, now we know about Elon Musk, but he's doing this thing for 10, 20 years back when he founded the PayPal. And he sold the business with a pretty good, handsome amount, $113 million business. Another one, education industry is going to change a lot. So there's a lot of universities who need a lot of transformation to be done, and they will be transforming right now. Whatever you are being an RMIT student, you see a great experience of having. Why? Because RMIT took the pioneers. We worked on the RMIT, and our vision was to create an Australian student experience for Vietnamese student, and that bring up RMIT the leverage to be the first one in Vietnam. But next 5 years, more universities will in education industry will be transforming, creating the digital transformation, and to create a different, unique experience. And if you look around, I don't want to mention the other names, but if you look around, you will see more universities already popping out, even in Vietnam. Health. About, I'm not really super helpful to be a lot of transformation to be happening in next 20 to 25. Only few will transform, like what RMIT did 5 years back, and RMIT now pioneering that one in education field. But in health, you will see a couple of industry, a couple of big corporation will be done, and they will start to think. I just talk about those smart band, human machine interaction. Think about that machine, how we can transform our human. There will be no crippled person. We can have a mechanic hand connecting to the human brain, and we can run the hand. So we can actually fight the losing of organs of human being. At the same time, the 3D printer, all the other technology are get significantly cheaper already, and next 5 years is going to be more cheaper. So those technologies going to be more available for the people to use it, make revenizing into it. So now we already talked about there are a few scientists already printed out a human heart. So next 5 years, we're predicting there will be a lot more human organ we will be able to 3D print it to test. Maybe it will not be go 100% in production, but it will be a lot more human trial will start to happen. Another one I would like to mention about, it's already been happen in the pre-age from 2015 to 2020 is the voice. Me, Eric, all lived in this age where we had to have paid a huge amount of money to make a phone call. And now you're already living in the year where there's no charge. I mean, even this talk is free. You can go to Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, Viber, and you can make free calls all over the world. Free. Even we talked about 10 years ago, international call will be free. I mean, they will say you must be crazy. It's not even a magic, but it's already been done. But next 5 years, this voice is going to be significantly going to the next level, where the rays of Alexa and Siri will be so smart, it will be competing with Google search number. It will be so smart, and it will be find the content and find the peoples, because there's so many voices already been uploaded. Even the conversation we're doing right now is going to be uploaded in the big server, and it will be exposed to those big giants to process out. Let's say when you talk about who is John Masood Pervez, and tap in Siri, in Alexa, it can pop it out. Who is John Masood Pervez? When they speak your name, they can find it out. So that would be a big revolution into this voice industry as well too. I can actually talk all day about this one because I'm really passionate about this, but I want to cut it short. But before I go, I want to talk about this one, because this, as a student, this is going to be very important for you, because next 5 years is going to be new era of digital transformation. In the new year, so significant transformation will happen. So the job market going to be significantly changed. So there is a big talk about this one. Is basically the common prediction with World Economic Forum is there will be 800 million people will be displaced from their job. So that means they will be need a reskill, or they need to expose themselves in a new kind of skill set, or they have to move the locations to make themselves employed again. So that is what means there will be significant more jobs will be creating in countries like China, India, Southeast Asia, like Vietnam, Cambodia, and these countries. So more job from Western world will be shifted to this country, because the more production will be happening here. So if somebody get ready, they can catch those opportunity to improve themselves and can build up their career. So the common prediction is the next 2 years, almost 5 million new type of jobs will be created according to World Economic Forum. So and RMIT wanted to help this one. So At that time I was working in RMIT, so there was a big project we've been running through. Name is Project Rewiring, where we created new type of programs, new type of labs to create graduates for the futures, because the graduates who will be coming out 2022, 2023, 2024, their jobs will be very much different than who graduated in 2022, 12, 2020, 13. It's going to be significantly different job markets. So you've been blessed being in a university like that, who actually paying attention to the job market. So the second thing I would like to mention is, for the new year, it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be more digital transformation done, but it's going to be significant impact on the human resource as well too. So my advice: pay attention into it, learn the new skills, and prepare for those jobs, which I can answer. If you have any particular question, I'm happy to answer it during the Q&A section as well too.
Awesome. Thank you so much for very, very insightful sharing about how digital transformation going to affect all industry. And just you mentioned healthcare, you mentioned education, you mentioned manufacturing. Everything is going to be changing. And also you mentioning that new job opportunities are going to be arising for people who accept that there's going to be a lot of changes in terms of digital transformation. So make sure to stay ahead, like Mr. Masu said, upskill yourself and be able to embrace all of those new opportunities coming up in the next few years. Thank you so much for your sharing, Masu. Mr. Lau, maybe just a bit more specific.